Hi, in this video we'll talk about forms and the form interface in the portal. In the left menu you'll see forms here. The forms that are here are filled out form instances. The actual forms themselves are located in the admin settings. So if we go to admin settings to forms, this is where we create the forms, and once those forms are filled out they end up down here. So from here I can do a few things. I can add a new form. I can also do import of forms, which if we look at this, you see import forms via cloud. Just leave everything blank and click search. And these are some forms that are available through our cloud library. All you have to do is click import and it will be available in your list of forms. Now, if I wanted to add a form, I do option drop down to add form. From here, I would give the form a name, description. I can assign it to a particular company if I need to, but it's not required. The form type. Now, this table is being selected from something under groups and types for the form types. If you need to change one of these, you need to escape out and go to admin settings to form types, as this is where that table is located. So you can add more form types here. So going back to the form section where we were adding a form, we'll go ahead and add a form. We'll go through the very basics of it. So I'm going to make it, I'll just make it a change control form, and we will go ahead and save this tab to continue. So the form's successfully saved, but now we need to add sections and fields. So firstly, we add the sections. Do a section, call it number 1. And then from there, we're going to add fields to our sections. If I wanted to add another section, say section 2, I would have multiple options for where I want to put the fields. So from here, I can add fields. Field types that are available are going to be the same ones that are available for templates. There's quite a few available: date, time, decimal, file, integer, hyperlink, passwords, pull-down menus where you predefine the values, portal objects, which allows them to link to another object in the portal. Text limited to 256 characters, text unlimited, a yes/no toggle switch, and a multi-select checkbox, which is similar to the pull-down menu in that you can predefine the values, but in multi-select they can check more than one. Okay, so those are the different types of fields you can add to a form. The next tab over is options. This option to allow public, you click this and then you click the public permalink and it will copy the link to your clipboard. This is useful for granting access to be able to fill out forms without having a login into the portal. For example, you may have a customer feedback form. Customers don't necessarily need access to your portal, but if you want to get feedback on how a technician did during an on-site visit, you can do a public form, and that way they do not have to log in, and they can fill out this information and submit it to you. This next tab for notifications, this is where you can decide what kind of notifications, if any, you want to receive when forms are filled out, as well as the destinations. So this one would be send notification when a form instance is created, and this one is for completed. You can set the sender email address of the form that's being sent out. So for example, a form is sent out in the portal, or a form is filled out in the portal and sent to you. This is asking, what do you want the sender email address to be? From here, this is where you would select targets. So a particular user in your portal that you want to receive notifications about forms being filled out, or an entire security group. You can also set the email subject to default subject, form name, form instance description, or form name dash form instance description. This can be useful. The reasons for the sender email address, the email subject, and that sort of thing can be useful if you're using a PSA tool where you want to create a ticket out of an email, out of a form notification email. So that's the reasoning for some of those features. So once you've completed creating your form, you can go to the Add button, Form Instance, and you can fill out a form. So I will select a form type, and then once I've selected the type, now it's going to filter out the available change control form types. So I've got these three. If I were to select a different type, the drop down would be different based on the filter. So if I wanted to go ahead and save and continue filling out this form, looks like this form doesn't, oh, there it is. There's the info. So there are the fields that I can fill out. And then when I'm done, I can save and close, and I have a form that's been filled out. And if there are notifications set, those will be sent to the proper users. Let us know if you have any questions about this. You can reach us at support@siportal.com. Thank you.